Hare Krishna. Thank you. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaratari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaratari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaratari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaratari Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaratari Gopi Janna Vallabha Girivaratari Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jayam Vishnupad Paramhansa Paramahat Jakacharya Stutara Satasri Srimad. His Divine Grace, his Founder Acharya, BBT Founder Acharya, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Nama Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Premchika host Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Kira Govardhan Ki Jai. Sri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Sri Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Srimati Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're studying a new chapter today, Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 6th canto, right? Yes. Chapter 12, titled Vritrasura's Glorious Death. Chapter introduction. This chapter describes how Indra, the king of heaven, killed Vritrasura despite great reluctance. After Vritrasura finished speaking, he released his trident against King Indra with great anger. But Indra, using his thunderbolt, which was many times more powerful than the trident, broke the trident to pieces and cut off one of Vritrasura's arms. Nevertheless, Vritrasura used his remaining arm to strike Indra with an iron mace, making the thunderbolt fall from Indra's hand. Indra, being very ashamed of this, did not pick up the thunderbolt from the ground, but Vritrasura encouraged King Indra to pick it up and fight. Vritrasura then spoke to King Indra as follows, instructing him very well. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, he said, is the cause of victory and defeat. Not knowing that the Supreme Lord is the cause of all causes, fools and rascals try to take credit for victory or defeat themselves. But everything is actually under the control of the Lord. No one but him has any independence. The Purusha, the enjoyer, and Prakriti, the enjoyed, are under the control of the Lord, for it is by his supervision that everything works systematically. Not seeing the hand of the Supreme in every action, a fool considers himself the ruler and controller of everything. When one understands, however, that the real controller is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is freed from the relativities of the world, such as distress, happiness, fear, and impurity. Thus Indra and Vritrasura not only fought, but also engaged in philosophical discourses. Then they began to fight again. This time Indra was more powerful, and he severed Vritrasura's remaining arm. Vritrasura then assumed a gigantic form and swallowed King Indra. But Indra, being protected by the talisman known as Narayan Kavacha, was able to protect himself even within Vritrasura's body. Thus, he emerged from Vritrasura's abdomen and severed the demon's head from his body with his powerful thunderbolt. Severing the demon's head took 1 complete year to accomplish. Clearly, we are reading about a plane of existence that goes way beyond our sense perception. We can't even imagine the size of Indra and the size of Vritrasura. King Indra's thunderbolt was supposed to be the most powerful weapon in the material universe. So whatever we see here on our limited sense plane, in terms of powerful weapons, they're actually just small displays of the power that exists in weapons on these higher planetary realms. We live 100 years, some devas live millions and millions of years. So if we just use that mathematical analogy, just imagine the weapons of Earth compared to their weapons, hundreds and millions of times greater. So, even though we've never seen anything like this and can barely conceive of it with our puny mind, our earthly mind, by hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, we're actually traveling all over the universe and beyond. Okay, so now we'll start the chapter. Text 1. Please repeat. Sri Rishi Uvacha. Evam Jihasu Nripa Deham Ajo Mityum Varam Vijayat Manyamana Shulam Pragrihya Abhyapatat Sura Indram Yata Mahapurusham Kaitava Apsu Sri Rishiruvacha Evam Jihasu Nripadehamajo Evam Jihasu Nripadehamajo Mrityumvaram Vijayan Manyamana Mrityumvaram Vijayan Manyamana Shulam Pragriya Bhyatpatat. Okay. Shulam Pragriya Bhyatpatat Surendram Shulam Pragriyat Vyapyat Shulam Pragriyat Patat Surendram Shulam Pragriyat Surendram Yata Mahapurusham Kaitabopso Yata Mahapurusham Kaitabhyopsu Sri Rishiruvacha Evam Jihasu Nripade Hamajo Mrityumbaram Vijayan Manyamana Shulam Pragriyabhyapatat Surendram Yata Mahapurusham Kaitabopsu Sri Rishiruvacha Ivam Dhyasur Nipate Hamajo Nityambaram Vijayan Manmanama Shulam Pragriyabhyapatat Surendram Yata Mahapurusham Kaitabopsu Sri Rishiruvacha Evam Dihasur Nipade Hamajo Mityumbaram Vijayan Manyamana Shulam Pragriyabhyapatat Surendram Yata Mahapurusham Kaitabopsu Sri Rishiruvacha Evam Dihasu Nilpade Amajo Nichumbaram Vijayan Manyamana Shulam Pragriyabhyapatat Surendram Yata Mahapurusham Kaitabopsu. Word meanings. Sri Rishi Uvacha. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said. Evam. Thus. Jihashu. Very eager to give up. Nipa. O King Parikshit. Deham. The body. Ajo, in battle. Mrityum, death. Varam, better. Vijayat, than victory. Manyamana, thinking. Shulam, trident. Pragriya, taking up. Abhyapatat, attacked. Sura Indram, the king of heaven, Indra. Yata, just as. Mahapurusham, the supreme personality of Godhead. Kaitabha, the demon Kaitaba. Apsu, when the whole universe was inundated. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Shukadeva Goswami said, desiring to give up his body, Vritrasura considered death in the battle preferable to victory, O King Parikshit. He vigorously took up his trident and with great force attacked Lord Indra, the king of heaven, just as Kaitaba had forcefully attacked the supreme personality of Godhead when the universe was inundated. Please repeat. Shukadeva Goswami said, desiring to give up his body, Vritrasura considered death in the battle preferable to victory. O King Parikshit, he vigorously took up his trident and with great force attacked Lord Indra, the king of heaven. Just as Kaitaba had forcefully attacked the supreme personality of Godhead when the universe was inundated. Purport. Although Vritrasura repeatedly encouraged Indra to kill him with the thunderbolt, King Indra was morose at having to kill such a great devotee. This is inconceivable. And was hesitant to throw it. Vritrasura, disappointed that King Indra was reluctant, despite his encouragement, took the initiative very forcefully by throwing his trident at Indra. Vritrasura was not at all interested in victory. He was interested in being killed so that he could immediately return home back to Godhead. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 9, Chaktva deham puna janma naiti. After giving up his body, a devotee immediately returns to Lord Krishna and never returns to accept another body. This was Vritrasura's interest. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshus Unmilitan Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The text one more time. Shukadev Goswami said, desiring to give up his body, Vritrasura considered death in the battle preferable to victory. So, to die a devotee, to die in consciousness of Krishna, to die while engaged in one's service, or in other words, to spend one's life serving up to the very last breath. This is being described here in a unique way. This was on display or personified, or is shown by great pure devotees or great acharyas. And in our lifetime, this was shown by Srila Prabhupada himself. At a time when Srila Prabhupada's body was no longer functioning, by his ecstatic consciousness in loving service to his Guru and to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and despite superficial, I shouldn't minimize it, but despite the pains that accompany the end of any bodily existence, Srila Prabhupada's consciousness remained on his mission, on his service of bringing Vedic knowledge into the world. And up until the last breath, and some of you have, or maybe all have seen some video where the devotees are holding a dictaphone right up to his lotus mouth, and somehow or other he is still pouring out Vedic knowledge, even though his body is no longer working, even though anyone else would be so racked in pain or just so fearful, because death is not natural to the living entity. The living entity, being parts of Krishna, having the same spiritual nature as that of Krishna, and as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, can never die, cannot be killed, cannot be destroyed. They have no beginning. We have no beginning. We have no end. But due to our association with the material energy since time immemorial, we accept these bodies and we try, even in our ignorant state, we try to exist through the body. We try to enjoy through the body. We try to experience living through the body. So when that body no longer functions, when that body is about to be taken from us, it is against our nature. Death is against our nature. We're eternal. And therefore, every living entity other than those in pure transcendental consciousness are afraid of death. They suffer great fear that their life is going to end. This is a natural fear that keeps one's consciousness trying to hold on to the bodily concept up until the very, very last instant when the body finally dies. And that attachment to that illusion is part of what drags the soul or forces the soul into its next body. Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita that what we are thinking of at the moment of death will determine where we will take our next birth. And the things we experience in that next birth will be the result of all of our actions and the reactions that we have waiting for us. But where that next birth will be is somewhere in another material body, if at the time of death, that's what we're attached to and that's what we're afraid to give up. So this is a great science to understand the nature of the living being and to understand the nature of our condition in this material world. Actually, just as the descriptions of these higher planetary realms are beyond our sensory experience, beyond what we can easily envision, our existence in this material world is also something that is actually beyond our human sensory perception and what our human mind can easily envision. That's why Vedic knowledge is so important. Why Vedic knowledge has to be protected in its pure, unadulterated form and then transmitted throughout all of human society. Because there's no way to understand our condition without hearing Vedic knowledge. It's not something that you can see. And hearing every day the transcendental Vedic knowledge emanates from Krishna himself. It is a spiritual, absolute state of knowledge, and hearing it is hearing absolute spiritual sound vibration. So if we do this every day and truly, with whatever intelligence or mind we have, try to focus and meditate and remember, surrendering our subtle mind intelligence and ego, surrendering ourselves to the message of the Vedas, we have a chance of transcending the bodily concept of life that traps every other living being. And as the Vedas say, from time immemorial, the living being is trapped in this cycle. So what does that mean, from time immemorial? It means that we have no idea when our entering the material energy first began. It's beyond calculation. Universal time is described as a series of 4 yugas that endlessly continue one after another, from the beginning of universal manifestation until the universal dissolution. Now, at the beginning of the universal manifestation, the living entities are all inside the body of Vishnu. How did they get there? They got there from the last universe. When the last universe dissolved, the living entities are drawn back into the body of Vishnu. And when the next universe emanates from his body, he glances and the living entities are injected out of him from that dormant state into the new universe that has just become manifest. And when they are injected out, where they were in their last life at the time of dissolution requires 8,400,000 different species or different categories of bodies just for them to continue this endless cycle. So the idea of all the different species exists even before the universe is manifest. It's eternal. And the living entities carrying reactions for as long as they're in the material energy, that's almost eternal. So how long have we been in this material world? This is since before the universe began. How many universes have we gone through? This vision of time is not known outside of the Vedas. But this vision of time enables us to grasp the significance and the rare opportunity of this human form of life that we currently have. When the living entities are injected into the universe, other than human, the species other than human, lesser than human, the living entities, when they leave those bodies, move one step at a time up the evolutionary ladder in their march towards human life. If we misuse this human form of life, there's a chance of going back again into lower species. And then again, having to go step by step by step in a cycle of literally thousands, even millions of births just to get our next human body. It is so rare, this human form of life. Even quantitatively, we see that the living entities in other species seem to be much greater in number. If we were to count the humans on this earthly realm that we can perceive, imagine trying to count the blades of grass. Imagine trying to count all the aquatics in the ocean, or all the trees that grow. Or imagine trying to count all the different insects, and what to speak of microscopic bodies. I mean, human quantitatively are not a majority of life form on Earth. Rather, it is a rare life form on Earth. And it only exists for a short period of time, and if misused, it could take, by our calculation, millions of births to get another human body. What a vision. What a vision of our condition in this material energy. And that knowledge, that vision, helps humans to understand why the human life is not meant to live like cat life or dog life or hog life or other species who are just trying to enjoy eating or sleeping or mating or even fighting, trying to protect some material position. Everyone in the entire three worlds seems so absorbed in these activities of enjoying falsely, that property, that energy which does not belong to us but belongs to Krishna. But everyone in this universe is so absorbed in just not using it for Krishna, but trying to exploit it and enjoy it for this false conception of ourselves. Whatever body we have, whatever senses we have, we're trying to enjoy Krishna's property through that body and through that senses. And without Vedic knowledge, this desire to enjoy apart from Krishna, to try to take Krishna's property for ourselves, that conscious desire is what brought us somehow, some long period of time that we can't measure, into this material energy in the first place. And that desire keeps us in the material world, seemingly forever. And that's why Prabhupada uses the phrase that we are conditioned souls since time immemorial. Beyond, immemorial, it can't even be calculated. We're sitting in this room, all of us, and we all fall into that category of having been in this material world since time immemorial. So this is a very overwhelming vision of our condition and of universal time and how we continue to exist and why we continue to exist in this material state. What's most amazing about this vision is not just how rare the human form of life is, however. What's most amazing about this Vedic knowledge, this vision of our situation, is that even though we consciously left Krishna, we consciously try to block Krishna out so that we can just exploit or try to enjoy his energy, his property, Although we try to do that and block him out, what's most amazing to me is that Krishna does not block us out. Krishna does not forget us, even though we desire to forget him. Krishna never leaves the side of the living entity who has been in this material energy since time immemorial. Imagine, everyone's looking for the perfect wife, the perfect husband, the perfect friend, the perfect companion, however you want to call it, the perfect parent, the perfect child. All of that desire, which is natural because we're meant to be with Krishna, but we're directing it as if it can be centered on us, all of that pales when you consider our existence through millions and millions of births. And Krishna, the same Krishna in his Vishnu form of Param Atma, has never once left our side. This is inconceivably amazing. More amazing than our being in this universe, universes, over and over again, is that Krishna is with us all that time, waiting for us to turn to him, staying with us so that if there's even the slightest attention or effort on the part of that living entity to turn towards Krishna, Krishna will be right there to immediately propel that soul's consciousness, awaken that soul's consciousness. Prabhupada said, you take one step to Krishna, he will take 10 steps to you, 100 steps to you. We don't have any idea, no poet, no writer could ever imagine, no artist could ever sing of such love. Everyone wants the perfect love. No one can even imagine a love like this that Krishna has, since time immemorial, through millions of species. Think of what those species are. Some of them, at least here we are in human life, if we look at that lifestyle in other lower forms, it's very disgusting in many respects. What the living entity eats, how that living entity lives, what its body looks like, it's not very pleasant. What kind of love does Krishna have for each part and parcel of him, of each soul? What kind of love does Krishna have to stay with that soul in the body of a worm living inside stool? What kind of love is that? It's a love beyond anything you could have even hoped for I want to experience love. You can't even imagine a type of love that Krishna actually has for each one of us. So for me, understanding the breadth of our existence in this world, while that's totally amazing, this is even more amazing. That there's a person who's with us through we're never, ever, ever alone. That's astonishing. Everyone fears dying alone and reaching out in their mind, oh, my family, oh, my friends, oh, my this, oh, my that. I'm not done yet. Don't let me give up this arrangement, this family, this society, this country, this whatever. Actually, we're so afraid of losing that, but the most important relationship of all, we can never lose. We can never lose, and we are never, ever alone. And when a devotee has so much Vedic knowledge that he thinks of this all the time to the point of seeing in this way, not just reading something and then, some days later someone else will give a class and you hear about it again. But when you actually have focused your consciousness so much on hearing and understanding Vedic knowledge that it becomes how you see life, how you see yourself, and how you see everyone else. That's the end of fear. That's the end of material attachments. And even greater than that, that propels us into the most ecstatic state of consciousness to want to go out, seeing Krishna everywhere with every living entity, to introduce the living entity to that Krishna in his own heart. That vision propels us to become Sankirtan devotees and to give our life to that, because, well, look what Krishna's doing. If we see that, how could we not want to try to turn that soul's attention to Krishna? How could we let even one soul pass us by without trying? So this is how we try to think when we hear this amazing Vedic knowledge, until it becomes our everyday vision. So we'll stop here. Anyone have any questions, comments? I'm just amazed hearing this. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Tiranga Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Bandamui Savadana Mate. Bando mui savadana mate. Jahana prasade vai e bhava toriya jai. Vai e bhavatoriya jai. Jahara prasade vai e bhavatoriya jai. Krishna prapti ho jaha hoite. Krishna prapti ho jaha hoite. Gunumukha Padma Vakya Jitete Koriya Aikya. Jitete Koriya Aikya. Gurumukha Padma Vakya Jitete Koriya Aikya. Arna kori ho mane asha. Arna kori ho mane asha. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati. Je prasade pure sarva asha. Je prasade pure sarva asha. Chakudan dilo de janm janm Prabhu se. Chakudan dilo de janm janm Prabhu se. दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति आहा होते अभिजा विन्यासायते प्रेम भक्ति जाहा होते अभिजा विन्यासायते वेद गाय जहर चरितो वेद गाय जहर चरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनारा बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनारा बंधु लोकेनाथ लोके आजीवाना शिवा प्रभुपाद लोके आजीवाना आहा प्रभु कर दया देह मोरे पादचया आहा प्रभु कर दया देह मोरे पादचया Evigasha Gushutu Bhavana Shiva Prabhupada Patita Pavana Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Putale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Oh, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh! Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, oh, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Jaya Radha Mudara Radhe, Jaya Gaurachandra, Jaya Gaurachandra. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.